Go.
Okay, so we talked about pre-swing and in-swing fundamentals earlier, but I just want to touch on it again. So for your pre-swing, I talked to you guys about gap, right? Grip, alignment, posture. So I was taught from one of my swing coaches, gap. You have to have gap before you can hit the ball. So you make sure you have your good grip, and so everyone should show me your grip. We all talked about it. All right, so overlap, you got interlock, JR, you overlap, Nancy, what do you interlock. Okay, and those are the two pretty common ones, and if whichever one makes you feel more comfortable, I'm fine with both of those. Then we're going to talk about alignment. So we talked about the kind of the railroad tracks with your feet and then your club. So if you're trying to hit a draw, your feet and your shoulders probably want to be pointed at the target, and then your club is going to be a little bit to the right, and then obviously the ball comes back to the left. Whereas with the fade, you have to have your body aligned more to the right or to the left of the flag, and then your club even to the left. Your club has to be to the left of the flag also, because the ball is going to come back to the right. And then posture, we talked about. So feet are shoulder width apart. Then you bend your knees, and then what I tell the kids is you then bend from your hips. Does that make sense? So we go feet, bend your knees, bend at the hips, and that puts you in pretty good posture. And so those are the fundamentals before you hit, or the pre-swing fundamentals, and then obviously which way you're going to hit the golf ball, so you guys know if you hit a draw or a fade for the most part. And then for in-swing, with all of you, and even with myself, I like pretty much all of your moves. I mean, we talked about Patrick and JR, we talked about tempo, but I don't really think I would change a whole lot. The only thing I would change is with all of you, and even with myself, I struggle with it, is we have to finish the swing. So, I mean, unless you guys, none of you really have two physical limitations, right? That I've discussed. So that's the big thing I want you guys to take away from this, is finishing in a position that kind of looks like this. So you have your belt buckle pointed to the target, or belly button, or whatever you want to have pointed at the target. And I like to hold the pose for a second. You see the guys on tour do that. My old swing coach told me it's for when I had pictures taken of me. And so and I can't stress it, a lot of people don't teach or talk about the follow through, but I think it's one of the most important parts of the swing, because if you're focusing on getting to this position, you're not too worried about what's going on through here. And if you get up here, you're usually in a pretty good position somewhere at impact. And I think the follow through is the most important part of golf that's not talked about. All right, so let's start hitting some drivers, guys.
Okay.